break, but let me tell you about the Ghana Football Association, which has created a new structure for Ghana football with the introduction of a Super League. Now, this move is being contested by members of the association. Also, the Ministry of Health has announced that effective January 2022, one will require vaccination to access certain events, including Ghana League centers. Joy Sports' Muftau Nabila Abdullahi caught up with the Secretary General of the Ghana FA, Prosper Harrison Addo, for a detailed conversation on these issues.
Hello everyone, I am Muftau Nabila Abdullahi. Today I'm having a special conversation with the Secretary General of the Ghana Football Association. They recently organized their 27th Congress at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, which is the technical center of the football governing body. A lot of issues were discussed, and we are here to get some clarity on some of them, especially the new pyramid for Ghana football that many people are beginning to ask themselves by 2022-2023 how many teams are going to be playing the Division 1 league. He's got that answer to share with us, and many other things his secretariat is doing to ensure that football rise to the peak everyone is seeking for. The person I am here with is lawyer Prosper Harrison Addo. Lawyer, a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here at the Ghana Football Association.
Lawyer, first of all, let me have a clear idea on the new pyramid for Ghana football that the FA discussed at your recent Congress. Does it suggest that by 2022-2023 we'll have at least 30 Division 1 clubs demoted to keep it at 18?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Rather, for Division 1, we have 48 clubs.
48 clubs, yes.
Yes. Don't forget, in the statute, the GFA statute that was promulgated, if you look at the transitional provision, and this issue was one of the issues that even had during the Congress that passed the regulation into force. You realize that there was caucus meeting, and then the class will go out and go and meet and come back. Because at the time, the idea from the normalization and the FIFA team was that 48 Division 1 is a no-no, and so it has to be cut down. Eventually, it was agreed and it was put into the transitional provision that should be 18. Okay. So that statutory provision is already there. So to get it done, what we've done in terms of the pyramid is to have a 18-club National Super League.
18-club National Super League?
Yes.
And not Division 1 League?
No, the naming, we'll come to the naming. Let's look at the pyramid first. So when you come from the Premier League, you come down to the Super League. And the Super League is nationwide in character. So the Division 1 league that will play this year also going to be very, very competitive because of these reasons I'm going to give. The champions or the winners of each zone would advance to the Premier League.
The Premier League.
Yes. And 3 current Premier League clubs will drop. When they drop, they will drop to their
various zones.
The Super League. No, they will drop to the
Super League. Okay.
So they are the first, let's say they are the first candidates of the
for Super League.
Yes. And then second, the winners have gone to Premier. So second to sixth. Sixth position. That will give you 5 clubs each.
So 15. From all the zones, that will be 15 teams.
15 teams. Yes. Those 15 teams will join
the demoted class from the Premier League.
Correct. To form 18. They will be the Super League. And their league will be national. In nature. Yes. Don't forget the Ghana Premier League is moved to a different company managing it. So this league will be the top tier that the GFA will manage. And the GFA will manage it like the Premier League. So that standard will be Premier League standard. That Super League will be Premier League standard managed by the
Ghana FA.
Of the clubs that are left on the tables, this Division 1 league that will play the table. So from 7th to 16th 7 to 16. Those clubs will be taken and they will go to their regions. We'll arrange them by their regions.
Okay.
Okay, when we arrange them by their regions, we'll get certain numbers.
Okay.
So when you get those numbers, now the regional Division 2 leagues that they will play.
Yeah.
So assuming Greater Accra, you have, let's say, 5 that are remaining from the Division 1.
Yeah.
There will be clubs from Division 2 per their...
Yeah, yeah. But their structure of also qualifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of ranking,
yeah.
they would come and join to form a 16 club
for their region
championship.
Okay. For a specific region.
Yes, for each specific region.
Okay.
So we'll have Greater Accra Regional Championship,
yes.
Ashanti, Bronga Ahafo, the RFA structure. So we'll have 10 of them.
Okay.
But they will not be run.
100.
That will be 160 clubs.
160, 16 regions, yeah, 160
yeah.
clubs.
So 10 regions per the 16 teams each. That will give us the championship, the regional championship. Those regional championships will not be run by the RFA. It will be run by the GFA Division 1 standard.
Okay.
Division 1 standard. But you play within your region, so that it cuts travel costs and everything. Yeah. But I repeat, Division 1 standard. So you will not play on Division 2 standard pitch. Okay. It will be Division 1 standard pitch. Okay. If it means we play, because we are in the same region, so if it means we play at game centers with Division 1 standard, that will be done. Okay. And it will be run by the FA Division 1 standard. Okay. So that's why I said they are not demoted. Yeah. They all have Division 1 standard. Yeah. Yes. And so we have a lot of teams that would have to come to the plate in terms of Division 1 standard. That's strengthening our pyramid and then making our game even more. So we have a lot of teams playing at that high standard. And then also in terms of expectation and everything, they develop better.
So, lawyer, if I were a club owner, I would be saying that, okay, so what it means is that if I'm not part of the first 6 teams at the end of the season, what it means is that I'm dropping to the Super League, isn't it?
If you are 1 to
1 to 6, you are in the Division 1, right?
Yes, current Division 1 that you are going to play.
Yes,
if you are 1, you go to Premier. If you are 2 to 6, Super League.
Okay, so
7 to 16 Championship.
So the ultimate goal of me as a Division 1 club is to qualify. Yeah. So now that you are coming to a Super League, if I play the Regional Championship, am I qualifying to the Super League before I'll qualify to Division 1 and subsequently to the Premier League? Or how is it going to be?
So when, at the end of, so let's jump to end of next season.
Okay.
End of next season, the winners of the championship, the 10 championship, they will meet in what we call the championship playoffs.
Okay.
So the championship playoffs will be at a venue.
Okay.
TV.
Like we have at Wembley.
Yes. Okay. Everybody watching. Yeah. Fully branded, and it's a whole tournament on its own. Yeah. That's the championship.
We have 16 teams.
No, 10. 10 championships. So 10 winners.
But the regions are 16.
No, the clubs in each championship is 16.
Oh, okay.
But the championship are 10.
Okay.
Yes, so the 10 champions will meet and then they will play. Okay. And then 3 would advance to the Super League.
So it means that the structure will now going to be that you advance from the championship to the Super League and subsequently
to the Premier.
Wow.
Yes. Same like the English did. Yeah. With the Premier, their championship is the second tier before the League One.
The league.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to be crying more than the bereaved because you are going to manage it, and if you're going to manage it, you have the Super League that you are already managing, then the championship you are going to manage it. That's quite expensive, isn't it?
Yes, but in the final analysis, it will be better managed than currently. Okay. Currently, 48 teams, you go to any negotiations for sponsorship, it has been really, really difficult. The number scares people.
Okay.
Yes, the number scares people, and then the history also scares people. So we need to re-engineer it. When I go and sit down and I'm talking about the Super League, it's only 18, and it's manageable. So, and then when you go to the championship, these are per region. So the Greater Accra Championship,
for a specific region.
Yes, Greater Accra Championship can have companies in Greater Accra. It's manageable system to take
care of that.
Okay. Ashanti can have, Upper East can have. There are, so for example, there can be maybe an oil company who is stationed at, they have more stations at Upper East, and they will be amenable to sponsor the championship in Upper East, because that's their days.
They can get the mileage that they are seeking for.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is segmented, and then it can be managed.
Okay. I get that clarity. But now you mentioned sponsorship, that got me interested. You've got category sponsors.
Yes.
But the bigger concern has always been the headline sponsor.
Yes. And to which I've said that we don't need a headline sponsor. We need sponsors. And again, in the final analysis, that would help us than to go, because for a number of years now, we go seeking for a title sponsor, and it's a huge challenge in this COVID era, because otherwise we will turn around and say we are selling ourselves short. If I could bring $1 million title sponsorship right now, people will say that but Glo was
paying 2.5 for Hamad.
Yes. So we don't need that, because that quest in this current situation is not yielding.
Lawyer, how much does it cost you to organize the Premier League a year?
It's a lot of money. A lot of money. We can start from officiating. Referees, and don't forget at Congress, even the referees rep, their leader at the Congress, yes, was even saying we should increase their money. Because obviously he's looking at one referee and what we give that one referee. But if you look at the quantum to the league, it's huge. So you look at one referee being paid, so in the budget it was 3 million. It was 3 million.
And he was asking for it to be increased.
Yes, for him. But you see, if you look at the total budget and you look at 3 million just for referees, it's huge.
Let's talk about the no vaccination, no entry policy.
Yes. Which is coming.
Okay. If it is coming, lawyer, tell us. I had the privilege of going through that Congress document. First of all, what influenced that idea?
We do a lot of engagements with the health authorities who have helped us tremendously during this COVID time. And so we, as an association, we have 25% capacity in terms of our attendance, and we are pushing for more. And you can see that the love, some people say the love is back, some say it's coming back.
It is coming back.
Whichever way you look at it, there are more people than the 25 who are interested in going to the matches. So we are in some form of engagement at the background to see the increment of the numbers. And one of the key negotiating factors is the vaccinations. Yes, in the countries that have full capacity today, it's because they vaccinated to a point.
A chunk of their population.
Yes. And so we would position ourselves to support government in this quest where we have vaccines, and to encourage people to go and get them.
In other words, you want to use football as a tool to get the football community to get vaccinated?
Yes. And if we can do that and get more people to the park, it's good for the clubs, it's good for the competition, it's good for the nation. I always say that in a pandemic, the health laws are what you project first, because you need to save lives because before the economic superstructure will come in. And so we've been helping with the players. Last year we do the test and everything. And indeed, if you look at the FIFA document on the return of football, the CAF one, our own match day COVID-19 protocols, it's all to support the health the health authorities to achieve. Once they achieve, we all achieve.
Okay.
And so whatever advice comes from them, we also project it. We know this will come. And so we are alerting our patrons to be at the forefront and to take the vaccine. We know with football, numbers.
Yeah.
When you say today, if you don't vaccinate, you don't enter. A lot of people
will get vaccinated.
And then a lot of people will be in the queues.
Yeah.
In terms, so we don't want it to be chaotic. That's why we are alerting
ahead of time. So when do you intend for it to take effect? Because I remember when I spoke to the president, he said with immediate effect. But when I went to the Ghana Premier League venues, I was there on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, we said we were waiting for directions.
Okay.
Yes, but when the directions come and they said, this is what you are doing, it takes immediate effect when the directions come.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we are saying people should take the vaccines now before we get there.
The directive.
Yes, because when the directives come, that okay, you can now take full capacity or 80% capacity if you are vaccinated.
Yeah.
We don't want then people are rushing. So that's why we are alerting, we are encouraging, and we are pleading with the football-loving community to. The players have done theirs. I've done mine. President have done his.
I've done mine too.
Yes. So we can only encourage our fellow citizens to also do it because it protects all of us.
I have three questions more than we'll go,
okay.
Lawyer. The first one is now going to be this. I had the privilege of going through your Congress document for like a week before I came. I noticed that you made a little over 300,000 Ghana cedis from the case. Someone would say COVID played a role because the numbers dropped. For people were not going. You started with empty stadia, then got to a point people were coming and all that. But this directive, you need data to go to your potential partner and tell him that I can guarantee you these balls, this number of eyeballs. But you come up with a directive that many people feel could be counterproductive because people who don't want to get vaccinated will not get vaccinated and they will not come to the stadium. So you've lost that person or you've lost that person.
No, so that is why we started early, so that we will convince that particular fan. It's a numbers game, so each person...
It's not a restrictive thing? It will not be counterproductive?
It is not a risk thing because eventually, if you look around the world, that is where it is going. There are a number of companies, if you are not vaccinated, you won't enter their premises. Yeah. Because we have to protect lives. See, this whole thing is about protection of lives first. It's not like people we take delight in saying that if you don't vaccinate, don't come. It's the protection of life. Currently, people go and social distancing and everything. This is a unique way of even fortifying the defense we have as human beings against this disease. Yeah. So we must all come on board. So it will not be only the GFA. Yeah. We have more numbers. Yeah. We require more numbers. That's why we are taking the initiative. Okay. But guess what? When it comes, it will be everybody. Okay. It will be every sector and every institution saying that please vaccinate before you are allowed here. Because you see, together we can fight against the disease. If we are fragmented and some people are doing it, others are not doing it, we will not be that effective. Yeah. We will not be that effective. So we can only encourage.